Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. In this video, I would like to take you through my 3 scenarios that I have for this chart with very clear invalidation levels. And I will also tell you which I find most likely. So let's maybe start with the most likely scenario from my perspective. Yeah. So my favorite count, and that is what I think is the most likely one. And I could be wrong here, but well, I think it's the most likely one. If it turns out to be correct in the end, it's a different story, because also the less likely one could work out. But bear in mind that all the scenarios I show you here are likely. So if I show you 3 scenarios, they are 3 scenarios that are likely compared to basically an infinite amount of other scenarios that could theoretically play out, but that I have not considered because I find them not adhering to the rules of market structure. Okay, so if we follow now the count, the first or the primary scenario is suggesting that off the December low, we rallied in a wave 1, came down in a wave 2, and here basically another 1-2 setup, and we could then rally in a third wave that would take us above 40 cents or 50 cents even. This would be the most imminent bullish scenario, but in this scenario we are not allowed to drop below the 33.3 cent level. Well, we can, but below that level, that's not the formal invalidation level. Formal invalidation for this scenario will only occur below the 10th of March low. We talk here about the 29.8 cent level. But as you know, if it's not invalidated, the 78.6 retracement is typically the level then where eventually, you know, probabilities shift and eventually it will normally get invalidated. So it's like the warning level. So this is the primary count. If we don't hold 33.3 cents, I think we're going to morph into the red wave count. The red wave count suggests that yes, we rallied in a wave 1, but the move down was not a wave 2, it was just an A wave. We had an overshooting B wave and we're coming down in a C wave. But that should ideally take us into the lower yellow support area between 27.6 and 32.6 cents. So that means if the first bullish case fails, there is another backup case, another backup scenario. And I have to say, in this current correction, ADA is holding really well. Yeah, some coins are basically already down here, okay, in terms of the retracements. I have to say that. So ADA has still a decent buffer and could drop a 23% to get to where other coins already are. Okay, some coins are down here, which is not good, like VeChain and so on. Yeah, these are the 2 main scenarios, and only below 27.6 cents, new bear market lows will become very, very likely, and actually the primary expectation. Below 33.3 cents, I would get more concerned about new bear market lows. But again, it still has a lot of buffer. Now, and then, let's say the third scenario would suggest that we have already bottomed. It's actually part of this 1-2-1-2 setup. But instead of expecting one more low here, I would say we have a chance that we've already bottomed. It's just not very likely. In a potential bullish count, I would say we have bottomed here. That was on the 11th of May. Found a low here, okay. And I would then say, okay, what is the bullish count? The bullish count would be that off this low, we rallied in a leading diagonal in a wave 1, A wave down, 3 wave move up, overshooting B wave, C wave down. That would normally be a wave 2 here, A, B, C, but because it made another low afterwards, it would have to be a W, X, Y in a wave 2 here. As long as that level is holding at 35.4 cents, the focus could be on higher in the bullish count. I don't believe it. It would need to do a bit of work to convince me, but a move above 38 cents would do that. Yeah, so above 38 cents, I would consider that we indeed have bottomed, because this is the level where further downside in this particular structure will get invalidated because the move goes above the wave 4 high. And yeah, you know, anything can happen, but that is quite an important level in my opinion, that 38 cent level. Now, What would be target for the third wave there? The 1.618 extension would take us to around 40 cents. Okay, so this is a possible bullish count. I take it off the chart again because it's not my primary, but I am of course observing it in the background. I want to make you aware. A move above the 38-cent level is also here. Yeah, this is resistance, structural resistance, which was before support. If we draw that line here, you can see we had quite a bit of support here. So throughout April, yeah, I mean, we briefly broke below it, yeah, but didn't sustain. Yeah, so we had here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times tried to break it and failed, and now we've sort of retested that from below. And unless we go back above that level, this is a successful retest, flip of previous support to resistance. Okay, and therefore short term still another low expected, but if we break above that level, that would be the signal. This actually looks like a head and shoulders pattern, yeah, which broke to the downside. And I mean, if you strictly would, you know, take sort of the targets of the head and shoulders, and they rarely work out, you know, like, but still, then you would expect actually a move down into the yellow box to around 30 cents. But yeah, you know, they rarely work out. This is really just sort of textbook stuff. But yeah, here, that is my view about ADA. It's just that, you know, what could also be the case, but it hasn't really done enough to show that, is that this wave 4 unfolds just as a triangle. But in this scenario, it would only have done an A wave, a B wave, and a C, D, E is still missing. But certainly also something to keep in mind, but probably the triangle is probably not really the preferred choice here. Yeah, but that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership, and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content there every single day, some signals, stuff about mindset, trading, TA, Elliott wave, and so on. So feel free to check that out. You can find the links for Twitter and Insta in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.